You're being invited to be who you truly are. I just saw this message and I'm like, all right, Divine. And I just finished freestyling. So I see where you're getting at. And no coincidence. And I've learned this. We'll talk more into about The Alchemist because I've been reading The Alchemist, and the way I'm reflecting is the way I've been living. So it's funny how a book you read and you've heard about literally throughout your whole journey, literally from the beginning of your journey, and you yet to read it till now, and it literally, instead of it teaching you something, it teaches you something, but it also reflects you on what exactly is going on with your life that has similarity to what all experience were given on the book itself. So I'm gonna do something different pretty soon. And maybe it will resonate with other people, maybe not. It don't. For me, it's just because I want to bring it out because something different. I'm gonna try it with myself. So I get messages, right, at times here and there, and I noticed that when I feel comfortable now talking on the phone or the video while it's running, recording, even though I'm mumbling and stuff like that. But I'm way more comfortable than before. Sometimes I have to look at the camera, and I really don't like doing that. It's just, I don't know, something different when it comes to me. Anyways, let's go besides the point and get into what I want to do. So I've been seeing something and I want to go ahead and put it into action. Confirmation work, I should definitely put it into action. And it's what I used to do before, and I stopped doing it because I don't know what. I think I was feeling some type of way about it. Like, I wasn't as ready. Let's put it like that. I wasn't ready, first of all. This I know. I wasn't ready because mentally I was letting outside noises dictate what I was making, right? And now it's just me, right? So this is one of my first songs I want to bring out, for I can bring it into the message of what is coming up. It's called Distraction, my song. And I'm going to sing it in the melody that I originally wrote the song in general. You only been a distraction, appeal to my satisfaction. You only been a distraction. What? Okay. Had me trapped, I don't know how you did that. See, I don't know what you did since the first day that okay. So that just part. You only been a distraction. That part right there, I seen it as, all right, now I understand what I was saying. Yeah, at the time I wrote it about a person, right? But now I see like a deeper understanding of so now I see how music plays, right? Because I've always seen different ways of how music played. It spoke to me differently than what it has been doing lately. Lately it's just been coming out like a message, like a straight up full-blown message. And am I gonna just stick to that, like, to that niche, like give actual channel messages on whatever, that. And I can do that, I could bring that to surface and about, but it's just like, all right, what would like excite my soul for me to actually do, like be excited to do, like, and then not be like, oh no, I just gotta do it, right? Because sometimes, like, I feel like I gotta do certain things because, I haven't been on social media for long, or I haven't posted or something like that. Sometimes I feel like that. And I'll just post like a random message or something that I've already said a while back. Instead of like actually, because sometimes that could be just whatever it's need to be said, it should come out at that moment. So I tend to like at that moment, I tend to like just like put it in the back burner. Like I didn't want to listen to it. Like I put it do not disturb in my ears. Like it was literally, the message was ringing, and that message came in different forms, and I was like, what? No, dude, I'm not trying to say this. And it's not that you're not trying to say this, like, it's not that I wasn't trying to say that. It's just, I was afraid of the way I spoke. Funny now. But for real, it's funny now to me because before I was afraid, like, I was literally lingo, slang, talk in that, like just that. So the ones that really would understand me would be generation, like the generation from this time. Now, I don't know what they're called. I stopped labeling them. I don't even label nobody, nothing, no, nobody, whatever. It is the world is beautiful and amazing and magical. Everything is awesome, like it literally is. And when it's not, it really is, because it's literally conspiring in your favor. Because whatever you're being taught that's not awesome, it lets you know how to cherish what's really awesome. And then whatever you have that's really awesome and then you lose it, it really shows you how to appreciate what you have. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really awesome, right? It all coexists and it's beautiful, beautiful. Like, I really didn't see it that way before. And I can look very sarcastic right now, but in reality, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm actually like, it really is that beautiful. In order for stuff to coexist. But I also found out that the impossible is so very possible. It's the limit of the mind that actually doesn't make it possible. And it's so true because like, just like what I've been hearing so much before was limited belief, limited belief, limited belief, limited belief, limited belief. And I'm like, what the freak is limited belief? And then I'm realizing that a lot of my religious views that I just turn in like as my own, like there were perspectives given out and I just put them in, as my own. And then a lot of things that my siblings and family members and all that, just anything that surrounded me, like influence, just it, all those perspectives being intaked. I don't want to say influence, just all those perspectives being intaked for myself. Shedding them off, I realized like, dang dude, like we do intake a lot of baggage that's not ours. And things are really that simple. Because it does get complicated with a lot of noise. And if you're not, you haven't, shined your light on that noise, then the noise is not going to go away. It really isn't. It's not. As much as you want the chaos to go away, it's not going to go away until you acknowledge the chaos itself. Because you can be blind to the chaos and keep moving and think that you're moving forward, but you can be moving forward. It's just heavy. It's like, I can give you an example of something that's like, okay, you left with your backpack and then all of a sudden there's like 3 other backpacks on you and not even 3/4 of the journey. And all of a sudden when you're halfway there, you have another 3 more. And it's all the baggage that you're keeping and stuff, right? And then when you start to realize this stuff and you start to put your mind like, where is it coming from? And then you actually start to how do you say it? Focus on that. Then you learn how to release it for yourself. You know, people can show you a form of releasing trauma, but they can't get you there, in the sense of I can show you where the water's at, but I can't put the water in my hand and give it to you. It don't work that way. And your journey don't work that way at all. At all, bro. At all. It doesn't matter how more you want to freaking listen. People can explain it. Oh, well, I was with people all the time, but no. Okay, yes, you were. At one point, you were with you. Either you're still there, and you haven't reached the time of isolation or solitude, because it comes. That shit comes, regardless if you don't want it or if you do. If you do want it, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come, and it's gonna feel very uncomfortable. I'm just speaking about the fact that how it helps to maneuver through certain things. You got to pay attention to the emotions. You can't just surface it. You can't just push it to the back. You can't just throw it in the compartment. Can't do none of that. It don't work that way. It don't. Because it just keeps running around in different forms, all right? Just plain and simple, leaving that at that, right? Once you realize that, then you'll be able to move forward knowing that each and everything coexists itself, because it's showing you something that you need in your next chapter. Literally, like everything, bro, like everything. Everything. But I'm not trying to tell you, like, because you won't be able to live. If you were to freaking, like, that'd be your purpose, is trying to observe everything that's going on with your life, but I mean, you won't be able to live. Because, okay, you're observing, but what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's just saying, like, everything can connect. You will see at the end, whenever you're already living that life, or whatever you're living through it in between, and then, boom, success comes in for one of your things, and you're like, oh, shit. Then you realize, boom, 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 all right, you could keep on rolling, you know? But it's good to, like, realize and see everything, what makes it connect. It really does towards the end. Towards the end of something. Because in between, use it as a motivation, because you already know it's already happening, right? In the beginning, just know it's already happened. So it's like, that's the motive. That's the motive to keep going, right? Halfway there, it's already happened, man. We already made it there, bro. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the motivation. And when you're there, you're like, oh shit, now I understand why this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened for me to get to this place. Now I get it. And only you will be able to connect that in reality, because you experienced it. You experienced that. You took inventory of that. Not you, like, and the beautiful thing about all this, like, learning, and then when you reach that isolation, you learn how to keep things yourself. They manifest so beautifully, dude. Because it has nothing to do with outside noise. It really isn't. It's just the fact that you have to learn how to treasure yourself and your vision and your thoughts and your ideas and your, like, everything. It's treasure. You don't find treasure on the surface saying, hello, here I am. You really don't. You got to dig a pearl. You got to dig a diamond. Even though diamonds are artificially made around. But that's besides the point. Damn, there you always want to come in. Anyways, that being said, you got to search for the treasure. Sometimes it's hidden in plain sight too. But it's not, hey, how you doing right there? You know? So that's the same thing with your visions, your goals. Like, you can give an example to a friend and them not know what your goal is, you know, and it's not you deceiving or anything. You should never, first of all, ever feel that way, because you're taking care of you and your vision. And it's not being paranoid. It's just keeping it to yourself, dude, because you're the treasure. That's who needs to celebrate at the moment. You're the one that got to, like, savor it and be like, all right, baby, I know it's coming, but, you know, and when it comes, oh shit, let's go. What's up? Tell everybody, yo. For when it happens, already done. Ain't nothing stopping that shit, bro. It comes smooth sailing, like, oh, and you don't even like you're not even worried about it, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm serious. I'm so serious. I'm speaking by experience, bro. I'm speaking by experience. I'm like, when I experience stuff that I just kept to myself, I'm like, oh shit, now I really get it, bro. I really fucking get it. And by all means, outside noise can be crazy. I experience both. Whenever you say stuff or when you don't say stuff, both. And I prefer not saying stuff. And it's because it's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's like a treasure. You know, you don't need to be speaking your treasure. You don't gotta be showing all your goods and stuff like that. Not even to the highest bidder. But whoever does that, by all means, that's your treasure. You know what I'm saying? You know how to use that. But if you don't know how to use that, don't be showing your treasure off now. Just saying. Not how you learn how to like use your treasure to get paid to exist. And I'm not talking about necessarily like the private parts. No, none of that stuff. No, I'm talking about like whatever you have is treasure shit. Treasure is a gift. You are a singer, you are an actor, you are a comedian, you are a psychic, you are a tarot reader, you're a person that uses videography and learns how to put different things together when it comes to either lesbian love or gay love or anything, just anything. You putting just love in general, and you give them a whole bunch of scenes, or get one person that's famous and put like that right there. That's talent, dude. You're helping somebody else out, first off, and freely. Some of them people do this freely just because, hey, how you doing? Now they're starting to pay people because the amount of people that start following them and all that stuff like that. But before, like, they weren't getting they were just doing what they love, right? They didn't expect that later on they were going to freaking get a whole following and start getting paid for that. They didn't expect that. You see what I mean? That right there. That right there. Don't expect nothing. Just do it because you love it. Don't expect nothing. I said, just do it because you love it. And, excuse me. I don't know if that's true. I've been doing my music, and I do it because I love it. At first it was no go, and it was literally a no go because I was wanting to make money off my music and not doing it because I love it. And then I was like, I don't care about what anybody think about what I'm saying in my music, so I'm doing because it helps me mentally, and I love music, so why not speak my voice and say what I feel? So yeah, now I love it, and I do it, and I learn how to balance it too as well. I don't like to overburn myself. Is that overburn? Work myself. I don't like overwork myself when it comes to music, because then I'll get this dislike of music, and that's not happening because music is my life. Music is my life. Yeah, music is my life. Music is my life. It's my. Oh, let me stop. Anyhow, yeah, that, and that's why my music is out there. And art, just in general, that's one of my magic, my gifts, my talents. And other people that will put it small, but that's just that, right? Everybody's doing that, right? Everybody ain't doing what I'm doing, just like everybody ain't doing what you doing. If you just worried about other people, what they doing, then there's a lot of people doing what you're doing. But to be real, that's just straight the fuck up. But if you got something that's yours, that you're passionate about, it's not you. It's nobody, it's you. You know what I'm saying? So you always gonna get something different. Always. Like, people write books. They write books. That's why when you read a person's love novel and another person's love novel, they don't have the same type of scenario. They don't write the same. It don't coexist. You can't compare two people that don't even need comparison. Can't compare masterpieces. We're masterpieces. We are masterpieces. You do not compare us. All right? I am a masterpiece. Do not compare me to no one else but myself. I don't know where that came from, bro. I don't know. Yo, the other day, now we get into myself. The other day, I was with my guys. I was talking to my guys. And I got an Irish guy, bro. That's so freaking awesome, bro. And the way that she came in, bro, it was just like, I felt so honored. And like, I don't know, yo, dude, I just love languages, bro, and accents, different languages, all a different language. I don't even care. There's a language, and I think it's in Africa. It's very rare. And yo, I need to learn that language. That language sounds fun as hell. I think, yo, straight the heck up. Like, because remember when we as kids, like now that you watch kids, I got a nephew that he talks and people don't understand him. That's our language, bro. Because babies talk to each other and they understand each other. That's our main language. People call it gibberish. Yo, so I'm going to give you an example of somebody that speaks gibberish, but that man was speaking a whole different language on freaking TV, and we didn't even notice. On Rocket Power. What's the wild boy? I forgot his name. But yeah, yo, what is his name, bro? Yo, that man was crazy enough to go to the chimpanzees, head of the chimpanzees, and he did something to the head. He was so you could tell he was so stuck up. And when he that man Donnie, I think his name is Donnie. He met Donnie, I think that's his name. He was wilding, bro. Like, I mean, he started laughing, and that band just broke him out of character. That was funny as heck. He's very, very, like, I don't know, like, he's very hyper. He act like he don't talk too much. Well, he don't. He gibberish, and then he'll say certain things. He's very wise. That's one wise Tarzan little kid. Tarzan little kid, because he be doing everything the most, bro. He ain't scared of nothing. I love that little kid. That little kid is not scared of not a thing, bro. The wild thornberries be actually how do you say it? I said Rocket Power and it's not Rocket Power. It's wild thornberries. Wow, went way off. Wild thornberries with Eliza Thornberry and is it Donnie? What's that kid's name? But yes, he wears these shorts that are so cute. He don't ever have a shirt. At one point, he had a shirt. There was a switch off with Wild Thornberries and the Rugrats, and they were in the same location, and he was playing like he was Chucky. Bro, he was not Chucky at all, but it kind of like went together because he got the wild hair like Chucky, and that was funny. That was cool. But he wasn't talking. He was trying to talk. So, anywho, I don't know why I went there, bro. But yeah, love, blessing, love, and light.